Dropping back to pass. Layering it to Pickens on the slant. Cutting back inside, and he's in. 6-2 Steelers coming out of the bye week. 2-7 Washington. Can we do it? Please, let's do it. We lose 14-10. Are you serious? Offense taking an absolute nosedive right now. That is brutal. Alex Highsmith, well, that'll just get dumped into speed rusher. Brutal. Offense taking an absolute nosedive as we drop to 6-3. Still second in the division, 6th in the conference. We would be leading the AFC South because how hard could it be? That's brutal. That's a killer. We need to make smart throws this week. What is this on about? And we have Baltimore. See, this is where we just have an absolute murderer's row of teams because we play our entire division now. Like, what was this schedule? Russell Wilson. That's brutal. Since the Cowboys game where he had a perfect passer rating, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. No touchdowns, 1 pick. No touchdowns, 1 pick. 1 touchdown. He has thrown 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions in the past 4 games. He's not even adding much value on the ground. The rope is getting shorter. The patience is thinning as the defense is doing their job. The defense is 1,000% doing their job. And now we have Baltimore. We're going to play the moments this week against the Baltimore Ravens at home, week 11. And of course, Patrick Queen gets hurt in practice with a high ankle sprain. So there goes that revenge game opportunity. Playing the moments against the Baltimore Ravens at home. Opening up division play with a doozy. First quarter, 3rd down look early. Wilson dropping back to pass. Getting it to Pickens early and quickly for the first down. Just keep it simple, Russ. Keep it simple. No need to do any crazy crap that'll get you into trouble. Absolutely no need. And now in the gun. Dropping back to pass. Layering it to Pickens on the slant. Cutting back inside and he's in. Simple as that. Drop back. Take what you get. Let the receivers do the rest of the work there. George Pickens finds the end zone on the slant. Catches it. Runs upfield. Cuts it inside. Sheds off the tackler. And gives us the opening score. Defensive battle continues as time winds down the first half. We get the ball in the red zone and Harris. Beautiful run. Gain of 8 up the left side. Lowered the shoulder. And Wilson under center. Play action fake to Harris. Going to get it to him on the run. Down to the 4. Wilson under center. Turning, giving it to Harris. Bouncing it around. Pushing through and he's in. For the 4-yard touchdown run. Defense gets an interception and sets us up in the red zone yet again. Going back to Harris. Edge defender comes off and he only gets 1. Within the 2-minute warning, I'm now realizing that we missed an extra point. So I am feeling fantabulous about that. On the run, Wilson. Man coverage, he's going to keep it himself and run it in. Russell Wilson escapes to the right, uses the legs to capitalize on the great field position, and gives us a 19-0 lead, extra point pending. He's still got some juice. Baltimore drove down, scored before the half. Now they're in the red zone again, facing a 4th and 1, handing it off inside. Derrick Henry gets... No! Joey Porter, come on! It was a corner who was offside too. That didn't even matter. Oh, you're killing me. That's a 6-point game, so that missed extra point might actually matter, which I would be annoyed at. Wilson rolling. Chucks it in the turf. I'm going to be very annoyed if this missed extra point matters. I hate kicking enough, and missing a kick in the sim is just going to be an absolute gut punch as Henry takes it 2 yards to the right. Running down the play clock, Jackson gets the tight end moving, and he's going to hand it off to Henry again, who gets just shot. He gets absolutely rocked by, I believe, Watts. And he only gets 1. So now, 3rd and goal from the 4. Can we hold them here? Well, they're going to run out the quarter, so we got to wait a little bit longer to find out. 3rd and goal, Jackson dropping back. Going corner! And it's wide open. Rashad Bateman ties the game. Of course, Tucker gives them the lead. But we are driving, knocking on the door on the 13-yard line. Wilson turning, handing it off. Inside, gets 1. 2nd and 9, dropping back. Setting, hitting Van Jefferson. Turns it upfield and scores. Looks like Van Jefferson getting in on the slot action. And he gives us the lead. Defense held Baltimore scoreless. We missed the 2-point attempt. And now we face a 3rd down. No, Wilson! No! Oh, I think Wilson just threw that off the lineman's head. Dropping back. Doink. Oh, if he was taller. Oh, if he was taller. That would have been just free. And now we are faced with the task of keeping the Ravens out of the end zone with under 3 minutes. Jackson in the gun, making an audible call by the looks of things. Dropping back to pass. Whip route. Okay now, throws in the dirt. Dropping back again. Hitting the curl to Henry. Oh no. Gets the 1st down to the 49. Jackson in the gun, dropping back again. Getting it to Andrews, who gets brought down by Minka Fitzpatrick. 2nd and 7, less than 2 minutes. All 3 timeouts for Baltimore. Dropping back. Backwards pass to Henry, who's just going to step out of bounds. Tomlin pushes him away. 3rd and 4. Henry definitely could have got more yards. Jackson in the gun. Bringing the receiver over. And dropping back to throw. Curl is caught for the easy 1st down. Stopping the clock with a timeout. 2 left for Baltimore, minute 50, 37 yards from the end zone. Moving over another receiver. Play action fake. Dropping back. Scrambling. Going for the legs. Fitzpatrick brings him down. Jackson continues to show that if you let him get outside of the pocket, it's going to be pretty bad news. Drops back to pass. Going to Andrews in the flat, bringing him down inside, forcing Baltimore to use another timeout with 16 yards to go. A minute 16 left. Well into the red zone. Come on, let's just give me a pick. Give me something. Give me a negative play. Jackson dropping back, getting sacked by Benton. Running hurry up, 3rd and 7, under a minute. Jackson dropping. Over the middle, no! Fitzpatrick went for the legs. 1st and goal from the 6. In the gun. 32 seconds. Bringing the tight end over and back. Passing. Flat. Andrews brought down. Timeout used. Final timeout. On the 4-yard line. 26 seconds. Run play, pass play, both well in the cards here for Jackson. Bringing over the tight end. That could mean literally any of them. He's going to keep it! And it's wide open up the gut. Down 3, 21 seconds, 3 timeouts. Calvin Austin is on the field, so maybe we get something. We get a corner out to Pickens. Big grab to the 45 of Baltimore. Still have all 3 timeouts coming out in empty. We have Cordell Patterson out there looking to run a pattern. Damn it! I thought he would carry. Shoot! That's brutal. So we have dropped too many straight games. Wilson was not great. 12 of 18, 186, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He did rush for a touchdown himself for 34 yards on the ground. Patterson, 20 yards. Harris had 65 and a touchdown. Pickens led the way receiving, and then no one else. 7 for 129 and a touchdown. Van Jefferson had that one slant that he brought in himself. Highsmith, 1.5 sacks, 1 for Benton, half a sack for Holcomb. Pick went to Deontay Jackson, and that missed field goal really proved to be quite troublesome. Primetime game against the Browns. This one's going to be another sim. We lose 31-7. We drop to 8th in the conference, 3rd in our division. Oh boy. Russell Wilson, how have we been doing? Because this is not it. Started out good. Started out pretty good. Pretty dang good. And just completely fallen off a cliff. Take a look at his stats. 16. This is much more like 2022 Russ, which is arguably worst of his career. 3 picks against the Browns. Bad pick against the Ravens. Bad miss on 3rd and short. Maybe we give Justin Fields the nod, right? You trade for him. Give him a shot. 7-4 Bengals. We got to pick our focus players for scouting anyway. So that'll give me some time to think about it, right? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Because now we don't really have much to go off of. There's one quarterback, Will Garfield, improviser, out of Tennessee. Not a ton else. We'll go for Carl Brooks, the corner. And we will go for Quincy Bennett. All right. Week 13 against the Bengals. This is Wilson's last chance. If he doesn't play well, we flip the switch. We go to Justin Fields. We win 14-13, and we have an injury. Who is injured? Najee Harris with a broken collarbone. So how did Wilson play is the question here, because he's narrowly hanging on to his job by gutting out these wins. And how is he playing? Because I'm not inspired at all. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. We won in spite of him. Even with the win, we are going to be making the switch to Justin Fields. We're going to be giving Justin Fields the chance to take this offense and see what he can do. We are in a playoff spot. Wilson's not getting it done. We're going to be unless there's like a storyline for Wilson, which gives me a reason to not bench him. But point remains, need to change the Fields because Wilson has been atrocious. And even with the winning record, I can't justify it anymore. I just can't. As we head into a team meeting ahead of our Week 14 matchup against the Cleveland Browns. Tomlin's in there. Let's talk about the Browns. All right, Nick Chubb could cause problems. I wholeheartedly agree. You tackle well. We need to get off blocks. Need to get off blocks. That's going to be the priority. Rivalry week. I can't stand the Browns. You can't either. Oh, hi, Wilson. Hi, Wilson. This is odd. Warren, you get yourself some rushing yards. How about that? Get Warren more rushing yards, and that'll get the job done. And I say this, and I'm going to sin this game. Actually, pivotal game against the Browns. Let's play the defense. The one I hate the most. We're going to play the defense against the Browns, against the team I would probably hate the most to do this against because of Nick Chubb. But we are going to do it anyway. We're going to focus on stopping the inside run. Offensively, we are going to focus on running it inside. Avoid Myles Garrett by going inside. Rush for over 200 rushing yards. That's not entirely in the cards. We will aim to allow 2 or fewer passing touchdowns. And here we are opening the game on where's Watt? Watt may have gone hurt in practice, and that's going to suck. Watson dropping back, almost throws a pick immediately. As KZ is there to get his hand on the ball. Okay, seriously, where is Watt? Where is Watt? Medical Center. Dislocated wrist. So we're playing, I picked the play I hate the most against the team that I would probably hate the most for. And oh, what a bat! Maybe could have turned that into a pick, but 2 straight incompletions for Watson's pretty good. And I'm doing the play I hate the most against the team I have definitely hated doing it against in the past. And it is without our best defensive players. Nick Chubb chugs along to get 9 on 3rd and 10. Cleveland's still going to punt this ball away. Can't ask for a better start. Cannot ask for a better start than that. Patterson catching that ball. Juke move. Getting the outside and getting plenty of room to return. Gives us very good field position to open up on offense with Fields getting his first game as quarterback 1. Fields drives down and scores a touchdown. Fantastic start. Oh, hey now, I do not like this angle. Getting it to Nick Chubb. Bringing him down. Watson under center. Chubb and a fullback in the backfield. Queen bouncing around, getting in there, as well as Alex Highsmith to bring up a 3rd and 8. Long way to go for Cleveland. In the shotgun. Play action fake. I don't think you're fooling anyone. Joey Porter Jr. almost had an interception. Ball falls incomplete. Two straight 3-and-outs for this defense. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And Patterson going to return this ball. Cutting around, juking inside. We probably could have had some speed on the outside. But again, strong field position. As Warren is second to only Christian McCaffrey in receiving touchdowns for running back. And that all happened before the bye week. As we drive down again. 2 straight touchdown drives for Fields. Watson in the gun now. Dropping back to throw. Scrambling. Sacked. Larry Ogunjobi brings him down. Watson in the gun. 2nd and very long. Dropping back to throw. Rolling. Getting sacked again by Benton up the middle. And now we have a 3rd and 24 for the Cleveland Browns. Dropping back to throw. It's going to be another screen as Chubb not going to get anywhere near enough yards. And we hold him to another 3-and-out. Phenomenal start for this defense. Our offense is cashing in and has cashed in on the 2 previous chances. And we're going to not get as big of a return as I would have liked, but we start at our 35. Our offense has their first 3 and out of the day, as Cleveland is backed up on their 5. Dropping back to pass. Curl. Caught. Gains 8, 26 yards on the day for Watson. And they probably have negative passing yards, if I had to guess, just based off the sheer amount of sacks they have taken this game. Watson turning, handing it off to Chubb inside. Trying to bounce it out. Does not, and he loses a yard. 3rd and 3 in the gun for Watson. Dropping back, looking to throw. And that one's going to be picked by Jackson. Setting us up in the red zone at the 15. Watson absolutely crumbling and falling apart. And I have to admit, I'm shocked we only walked away with a field goal, but we walked away with points. And that's pretty good. Handoff to Chubb inside, bouncing it around. Gets 6, and he might be at 0 net rushing yards today. Maybe he has a couple positive ones. It's 2nd and 4. Watson's dropping back. Slant. Oh, he threw that right over my face. Under center, or in the shotgun play action. Fake. Oh, we barely forced that incompletion. I wanted to go for the pick. I was going to miss the pick. And we managed to jar it loose. 2:23 left in the half. Leading 17-0 as Watson's dropping back again. Chubb getting brought down, losing 2. Sniffed out the screen this time. 3rd and long. Does Cleveland just try to chug along? They're dropping back to throw, and he's throwing it away. Defense has been phenomenal this first half. 17-0 lead. Looking to add to it now as Cleveland punts for the 3rd time today. And Patterson's going to return it. Juke doesn't really go anywhere. 75 yards to go for the end zone. Fields leading the offense back out there. 17-point lead. So far, looking pretty good. Oh, we get a field goal. Okay, we got a field goal to close out the half. And again, that looked like a solid drive. So, just fine. Pretty happy with that. We have a 20-0 lead as Cleveland is going to hand this one off. And Chubb is going to get 1, and he has 5 yards on the day. We said our defensive linemen had to be better at getting off blocks, and they are certainly doing that so far, as they've gone nothing in the ground game, and they've just been going to these screen passes. They've done 4 screen passes. 3rd and 6 coming up. Cleveland dropping back. Quick out. Gets the first. David Njoku, 2nd catch on the day. Watson handing it off. Stuffed. Cam Hayward gets in there. Unfortunate injury on the offensive line for Cleveland. You don't like seeing injuries. 2nd and long coming up. Dropping back to pass. On the run. Gets it a little low. Sets up a 3rd and 4 for the Browns. Fringe field goal range, I would say. Under center. What's Watson going to do? He's going to look to throw it. And he's going to get sacked by Cam Hayward. Now they're definitely out of field goal range, and they are going to be punting yet again. Again, we narrowly missed out on the touchdown, but solid drive. Solid drive. Just kind of wish we could turn some of these threes into touchdowns and find the end zone. I got pancaked, but we hold Chubb to a minimal game. 2nd and 8 in the 4th quarter, 23-0 for your Steelers as Cleveland drops back to throw. Goes corner to Cooper. 1st down. Watson lining up empty backfield. Dropping back to throw. Over the middle. Big hit from Queen. Holds on, makes it. 2nd and 4. Cleveland looking for their first solid drive of the day. Just hasn't been working thus far. Dropping back to throw, getting it to Njoku on the drag, and he's running around everybody into the red zone. Watson dropping back to throw again. Clean pocket all day. I'm surprised it wasn't PI. Kind of gave him a little shove. If that was called as PI, I wouldn't have been too mad. I would have been like, you know what, that's fair. And they hand it off to Chubb. Gets 7. 3rd and 3. Definitely 4 down territory for the Browns. As Watson under center. Play action fake. That's my zone. I really thought they were going to Chubb. Play action fake gets me. Amari Cooper finds the end zone. Our offense goes 3 and out. Cleveland went for 2. Did not get it. And now they find themselves on their 3 as they hand off to Chubb and he gains 5. Watson in empty. Dropping back to throw. Corner to Chubb. Oh, and he gets the first down and plenty more. Watson dropping back. Getting it to Chubb again, who's going to get pushed out after 2. And Watson dropping back again. Over the middle. Quick slant. Makes it 3rd and 1. Watson dropping back. Going corner. Brought down by Porter. Big 4th and 1. Watson under center. He's dropping back. Quick slant. And it's caught for the first. That was a quick flat, excuse me. And running some hurry up here as I get stuck on a safety. Oh no. Big hit from Holcomb. Watson dropping back again. We are caught in this blitz package, and I don't like it. And they are picking us apart with it. I was not prepared for this at all. Changing up to a cover 3 look. And over the middle, Queen gets there to bring him down. They are driving, and they're driving a little too quickly for my liking. Play action fake. Watson on the roll. Gonna tuck in and run himself, then slide. Almost in the red zone. Setting up. Under center again. Dropping back to pass again. Underneath to Cooper. Gets hit. 2-minute warning gives both sides some time to rest. Watson in the gun. Dropping the pass. Getting sacked. I think that was a combination of Herbig and somebody else that I didn't quite see as Watson's dropping back again. Going corner. Fitzpatrick! What are we doing, buddy? Just gets beat. Well, we recover the onside kick, no surprise, and then we punt it back to them. Leading 23-13. Watson dropping back. There we go. Thank you! About time I got one. And Patrick Queen, shedding some tackles, ices the game. Looking at the stats, Justin Fields was not a world beater by any means, but it's a tough Cleveland defense. 18 of 30, 197 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Jalen Warren led the way, 22 carries, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fields, 3 for 10, couple miscellaneous yards spread out there. Frymuth led the way, 6 catches, 53 yards. Pickens, 5 for 68. Defensively, leading the way in tackles was Patrick Queen with 7. Keanu Benton with 6 as well, was second. Bunch of TFLs, 2 for Hayward, 2 for Benton. A crap ton of singles. Sacks, Hayward had 1. Ogunjobi had 1. Benton had 1. Kyron Johnson and Nick Herbig split 1 as well. Big interception by Patrick Queen and Dante Jackson. Great play from the defense. I was not expecting to enjoy that much. Russell Wilson keeps texting me because he's the highest rated quarterback. Point is, Jalen Warren sounds the critics, and he got 6,000 XP for out-dueling Nick Chubb in the run game. The playoff picture as it stands: Kansas City 1 seed, Baltimore 2, Buffalo 7, Jets 3, Steelers 6, Jaguars 4, Dolphins 5. On the NFC, Green Bay holding the 1 seed. San Francisco at 2, New Orleans at 7, Dallas at 3, Philadelphia at 6, Carolina at 4, and the Minnesota Vikings At 5. This is far from clinched. This is far from locked in. We could still end up last in our division. We still have a puncher's chance to end up in first in our division. With all of that being said, anyone in our division would be winning the How Hard Could It Be AFC South. And now, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and then after that, we have one play of the moment playage left for what appears to be like 3 regular season games. Ravens, Chiefs, and Bengals. So what we're going to do, we're going to simulate this week against the 9-4 Eagles. We lose 24-21. Playoff picture, we drop to the 7 seed. Buffalo overtakes us. And so, with 3 weeks left, changing our quarterback, dealing with an injury to Cordell Patterson, so now we got to sign a running back. We have some work to do. Let's go find a running back in free agency. We're going to be bringing in Jerick McKinnon on a cheap deal. He also has the mentor tag, so that's just going to help our running backs gain XP. Very nice. Very solid to have that. Now we got to cut somebody. Kyle Allen is my first thought. Or, yeah, that works. Michael Pruitt's not getting cut. He's sticking on the roster for the entire season because of that touchdown week 1. And so the upgrades go to Jalen Warren. No! Isaac Seumalo. Gonna put one into power. Solid upgrade point to be had by the veteran guard. Age 30 season. So, we have a message. Derrick Henry and his offensive line are going to be tough to slow down. We need 8 men in the box. Let's try not to do that. Cordell Patterson out with a forearm fracture is brutal. Jalen Warren, welcome to being a workhorse running back. As George Pickens, with really suspect quarterback play, is 3rd in receiving yards, not that far from 1, and the catch difference is kind of crazy when you look at it. Russell Wilson started out good, right? Had the volume. Fields, even in the loss, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was slinging it. Yards per attempt might not quite be there. Passer ratings there, though. Need something there. You can't sell a guy in his 12th year in the league, 35 years old, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. You can't sell that at quarterback. You can't really get away with it. Harris, 737 yards. Most touchdowns he's had on the ground in a single season. Warren has been skyrocketing up our rushing ranks because he's become the workhorse. Receiving, Pickens leads the way over 1,000. Roman Wilson, 771 in second with 4 touchdowns as well. 60 catches for Freiermuth, 50 for 461 and 3. Calvin Austin, 38 for 437 and 3. Jalen Warren has 4 touchdowns on the ground. Van Jefferson has the 1. Harris has none. He has 11 catches. And Michael Pruitt, the illustrious 21-yard touchdown in week 1. Sacks spread out, but not many. 6.5 for Watt. He missed some time. Hayward has 5.5. Highsmith, 4.5. And looking at interceptions, 3 for Donta Jackson. Got him in the Deontay Johnson trade with Carolina. Solid. Patrick Queen has 2. 1 for Fitz, 1 for DeMonte Casey. Kicking has not been great. I am partially to blame for that. Punting's been solid. That's actually very good. So, we're chugging along with poor quarterback play. We're going to end it here. With Fields starting, does that change anything here? Oh, it does. It does, because now he's what? Now he's the, projected 1. He's currently playing as the 1. QB of the future tag. I'll believe that when I see it. Still needs a contract. If he plays well, gets us into the playoffs, does well, I could be agreeable to a short-term contract. Could be very agreeable to that. James Daniels still needs a deal. Russell Wilson, we're not talking about that right now. Not too shabby. So we're going to end it here. Leave a like, subscribe, follow around for more. 3 weeks left. Hopeful playoff berth. We are the 7 seed, and we are barely hanging on to that. We just have to outrun Cincinnati. Outrun Cincinnati, outrun the Chargers, and then we're fine. So, and outrun whoever is in the AFC South. We would be leading the AFC South by a game right now. And we are a fringe playoff team. So that's going to do it. Hoping to get some Justin Fields magic. We somehow have a top 10 passing offense with this quarterback play. Don't know. Not going to question it. We'll be back next time.